Well, I got the Virtual Boy, you know, one of Nintendo's most failed products outside of the Wii U. Yes, this flopped even harder than the Wii U. So I thought we would unbox it. I'd give you my first thoughts and opinions. We would go through down memory lane about the Virtual Boy together. Now, I never had a Virtual Boy growing up as a kid. To be honest, I never wanted one. I don't think many people did, but this came out post-generation of when I got really into Nintendo. I came along with Nintendo with the Nintendo 64. That was my first console. My first video game I ever played was Yoshi's Story. So I have an infatuation with Nintendo. But realistically, like, how often am I gonna play this? That's the question we're gonna find out today. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna play this time on video, and then it's gonna go back in the box and somewhere on my shelf. Now, Nintendo is gonna be releasing more games as we go along. Nintendo has announced that they're putting pretty much every single Virtual Boy game on the Nintendo Switch Online, including games that never made the light of day, which I think is very interesting. So with that said, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Comes very well professionally packed. I'll give it to Nintendo there. And it looks like there's just a couple of things of cardboard right here. And you can see just the console inside. So hopefully it's just as easy as taking it out, just like that. Okay. So yeah, here we go. The Virtual Boy. It feels not terribly heavy. The box is definitely heavier. There's definitely more things in here, including the legs that we're gonna find in just a second. Wow, definitely very surprised about the durability and quality of this already. Automatically, I'm noticing that the lenses here are just clear red. It's like going to a 3D movie as a kid where you used to have the different colors, the blue and red. So this is just the red here, which is interesting. So let's just go ahead and take the plastic off. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry, Felix. I didn't mean to throw plastic at you, buddy. And here are the legs. I think this is what's contributing to most of the weight in the box. So I think the Virtual Boy here is really interesting because I've never played the Virtual Boy. I've seen it in shops. I've always wanted to buy one, but they're always way too expensive for my taste. They're in the 300 plus range. Sometimes you can even find some for more if they're in really, really good condition. But a majority of collectors aren't playing it, right? Like, this is a novelty. This is something that's gonna be on a shelf. I have a feeling that's arguably gonna be what this is. You bust it out every once in a while when Nintendo is gonna be putting out a new version of the Virtual Boy or a new game on the Nintendo Online shop, and then back on the shelf. It's pretty durable. Honestly, I know this is just a replica, but you can see on the bottom here, it's got a controller port, an external port, volume, and headphones port. It's interesting because these are just cosmetic. It's nothing that you could actually use. It's actually just plastic over it. So it's true to form from what what a Virtual Boy actually looked like. And then on the bottom here, it says Nintendo Switch 2. So in the box, there's also a Nintendo Switch adapter. So if you want to play your original Switch with this, you can use this, which is definitely interesting. I didn't see, and I didn't think this was gonna come with this. I thought this was just for the Switch 2, but it makes sense because if you're still rocking your Switch 1, you probably love old things because you hate upgrades and you hate anything new. So you're gonna love the Virtual Boy here, this bad boy. All right, so let's try to open this up here. Again, I didn't really check to see if there were instructions. I kind of just glossed over to see if there were. So this switch up on the top, that's cosmetic. The actual dial here. So everything up here has no function. It's just pure cosmetic, which is cool to keep to the true original design of the Virtual Boy. But yeah, how do you put the Switch 2 in? Still, okay, so it's gotta open like this. We're gonna have to find instructions. Okay, I'm not crazy. Nintendo's just like, figure it out yourself, fam. You had one of these originally, right? Right? You loved this as a kid, right? You'll remember how to put this together.
Are you sure about that?
You'd think that it'd be this dial, right? This dial here, and then you would flip open, and then from there, this whole thing would just come together where you could put the Switch 2 in, just drop it in. So I see where you put the Switch 2 in, right here, but it's got the 4 screws. So, I mean, maybe you're supposed to take this apart, but I don't want to take this apart if, I feel like there's gotta be an easier way to do this. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. Yeah, you have to use screws for this. You just have to.
A few moments later.
Oh, You don't have to remove the screws. Glad I didn't do that. Okay, so the front piece is just supposed to come apart like this. I'm so stupid. All right, well, now that we figured that out, we can go ahead and dock this again. Get this out of here. Cool. Now that it's open, let's go ahead and detach our Switch 2. Side note, if you're looking for a really cool, good grip, this is the Fastsnail Grip, one of my favorite Switch grips ever, and I currently have a promo code for it on Amazon, so it's 15% off right now if you use the code TADBusters, and it's an Amazon affiliate link, so I make a little bit of money on that, but yeah, I love this grip, like legitimately, not just because I make a small commission off this, but because I genuinely love this Switch grip. It has become my favorite grip in my whole arsenal. I use it every day. And I have a variety of grips, and if you've watched this channel in the last couple of months, you know that I love myself a couple of Switch grips. So with that said, let's go ahead and we'll keep the grips in the Joy-Cons there, but all we need to do is take the Switch 2 out of the case. I assume we just slide it in here somehow. Oh, not bad. It just slides in, just like that. So let's go ahead and power it on. Oh, geez. And then we just close it, just like that. Okay. I think the glass are gonna have to come off for this, though. So yeah, you can't access the console at all while your head's in here. Oh my gosh, this is already super odd. Whoa, 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 wait, what? Okay, so if you're not in the Virtual Boy menu already, this looks weird. Like, this looks bizarre. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Wow, that already gave me a headache. Oh, I'm not kidding, that already messed with me. Wow. Well, I can tell you why the Virtual Boy didn't sell well. I'll say this is a lot cooler than I expected already. This is definitely not, I thought this was gonna be a lot more gimmicky. No, this is pretty legit so far. Okay, we have to look this up really quickly. This is bizarre. I have never heard of this Virtual Boy game. So it's called Insmouse no Yakata. It's a 1995 first-person survival horror game for the Virtual Boy. It's often associated with IMAX due to its branding. Let me turn this down. That's the thing, the volume on this is actually really good. Very surprising how good the volume is because it's all coming at you right in your face. So this is a Japanese exclusive title based on H.P. Lovecraft's The Shadow over Innsmouth. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Challenges players to escape a monster-filled maze. Very interesting. Honestly, this is a crazy title that I don't know why I picked this one as my first game to try on the Virtual Boy, but we're already here. All right, we're gonna go to new game. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, how do I fight? Well, it looks like I have bullets. Oops. And I died. Okay. Well, that was 2 seconds. Very odd. You're basically going down hallways and then you see enemies. Oh, this is cool. Easier to use the D-pad for this game, for sure. This is a wild game, man. This is super cool. I love how innovative this is. Reminds me of an old school dungeon crawler, which I don't think Nintendo had a lot of. So one thing that I wish this came with is the original controller that the Virtual Boy was packed with. It would be cool to have kind of a piece of that history that you could plug into your Switch. So Nintendo, I'd love to see a physical wireless version of that controller come out. I mean, you've already released the whole headset here. You might as well just take it one extra step. Give me the original feel of the Virtual Boy by releasing that controller. I will say this is definitely like on the precursor of the 3DS. Like, this feels very 3DS infused. I just played my 3DS today, so going back to that and then playing this feels like an early adopter, but I mean, it's cool for what it is, for sure. They're definitely different experiences because you're more immersed in this because you've got this fabric that completely encloses you around when you're putting your head in here. With the 3DS, obviously, in whatever environment you're in, if you're watching it in your living room, you've got everything around you, so you're not fully immersed. But this 3D is really cool, And honestly, I'm finding that the 3D here is surprisingly really good. Definitely did not expect it to be of this level of quality, especially for 1995. Yeah, Wario is pretty cool so far. It's honestly not gimmicky. Like I honestly thought this was gonna be a lot more gimmicky than it is, but these are full-fledged games. It's a shame that this console did not sell as well as it did. Honestly, the games are good so far. Like everything I've played is well thought out. It doesn't feel like it's just an afterthought. These actually feel like they're well put together games. The red is definitely taking a little bit of a toll on me so far. I mean, I've been playing with this for 15 minutes already, and the novelty is starting to wear off when it comes to the red, but it is cool. Like, I will say, I don't know if I'm going to come back to this, but already I'm having a good time. Like, if it wasn't such a weird position that I was in, I would probably want to play this more. But granted, this came out in 1995. You didn't really have anything like this at the time.
It's Wario Land, a 3D game for a 3D world.
Wait till they get a load of me!
It feels, playing it on my Switch too, with the Joy-Cons, it feels pretty good. Like, you'd think there'd be a little bit of a learning curve based on the controller that they used to use in this, but no, this feels good. Wario has got such personality here, and they put that into all of the pixel art, which is really cool. All right, I'm just gonna try to pause it and show you what I'm seeing here, because this, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, coming up from that is definitely, you don't realize just like how immersed you are, and then suddenly it's just like brightness in my studio lights here, like, wow. So overall, it's definitely pretty cool and novel. I just am curious, like, how many hours you can play this for, right, without getting a headache or without feeling sick. Hey Siri, how long does it take to beat Wario Land on the Virtual Boy? Wario Land can be comfortably completed in about 2 to 4 hours. Okay, so arguably a pretty short game, which I think is good. Like, this is kind of, you know, you treat it as a VR title like today's games. Let's try something else here. 3D Tetris. Okay, so you've got a couple different options. So you've got center fill, 3D Tetris, or puzzle. So let's just stick with 3D Tetris, which I've heard is bizarre. Let's stick with easy. Oh man, this is bizarre. This is so weird. Why would you want to play Tetris like this? I just don't understand. And it's like 2 frames a second, which is bizarre. Okay, how do I go faster? These blocks drop so slow. Is there a way to drop them? You can flip the 3D map too, so you can see what kind of perspective you want to play it on. The nice thing is you see the full 2D version of it on the right side there, which is cool. Oh, I hate to say this, but this is just really not good. Like, this is not fun. Arguably, this was probably just kind of a cool title that was good and sellable and marketable because you hear 3D Tetris and you're like, what is that? That sounds so cool. But practically, it's not fun. I'd rather play 2D Tetris any day than this. I mean, this is a cool idea. Like, I will give it to Nintendo. This is a really cool idea. This is for a niche. This is definitely for a niche audience of kind of fans, and also you have to like Tetris, but you have to take Tetris one step further and make it even more difficult. It just, oh gosh, okay. Wow. Oh, it's no joke coming back to the real world. Like, I watched videos of people playing this and I was like, oh, they're being silly. No, it's legit, believe them. And I play my MetaQuest like at least once a week. This is very different because it's black and the red. It's gotta be a mixture of the two where you're just completely looking at darkness with red figures and then suddenly coming back to the real world. Definitely more jarring than it is playing with the MetaQuest and then jumping back. Galactic Pinball. I feel like this is gonna be hard to screw up, Galactic Pinball. You know, you've gotta really, like pinball and like virtual reality, but I feel like this is kind of the target demographic. The people that like pinball are gonna be the people that like the Virtual Boy. I mean, already, this is cool. This feels like pinball. Yeah, no, this is sweet. You know, I like that it just doesn't, it just jumps you right in. Like, there's no hubbub, none of that. It's just pinball. Yeah, this is cool. I like this a lot. I would actually see myself playing this, like, you know, maybe not for long periods, but the FPS is not bad here. The FPS is actually pretty good, surprisingly. I love how detailed the maps are, and it's just very, very Nintendo to do a galactic pinball. So you're out in outer space. It makes sense with the 3D, you know, put it in space. Definitely a cool title. One thing I think you need are like elbow pads or something, because you're going to be you're putting a lot of your weight on your elbows while playing this. So I think if you're going to be playing this for long sessions, you definitely want like elbow pads or something. Okay, so you've got a couple of different, here's the menu here. So you've got Cosmic, Colony, UFO, Alien, or Top Score. So you've got a couple of different maps, a couple different pinballs to play with. And I like how everything is obviously, oh my gosh, yeah, this is difficult. I like how oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so I took a break for like 2 seconds and I went to grab something to drink, and it comes back and it says exiting VR mode, remove the console from the VR goggles and then select close. So the only way for you to be able to exit out of this is if you take the headset out, at least that I found, push close, and then reopen the Virtual Boy app, which seems counterintuitive. That definitely needs an update. All right, next up, golf. Yeah, so this is just golf. So why wouldn't you just play it on the NES or the SNES? The 3D isn't as good here as I think you would want it to be. I mean, it's decent, right? But like, if you're gonna play golf, you're probably just gonna play it on the television. All right, next is Red Alarm. This is a pretty cool title. It definitely screams like early Star Fox, but I'm curious why Nintendo just didn't put the Star Fox IP here. I like the polygons. It's definitely very rudimentary, but you can tell that the concept is here. It's fun enough, but it's not like, I don't think this is gonna be a system seller. I think if you slap the Star Fox name on here, you're definitely gonna be looking at more of a system seller here. I'm curious why Nintendo did not do that. I definitely think it's, you know, gonna be a lot of fun for kids, but I don't know how often kids were really playing this back in the day. Nowadays, yeah, this has some merit here. Like, I think I'd play a couple of levels, but no, I'm not gonna be coming back to this one. Also, I like when you destroy ships, how they shatter. It's pretty cool. It looks just like sticks and polygons just floating. All right, Teleroboxer here. All right, it's a 3D fighting game. Interesting. No, this is pretty cool. You can move in the direction that your opponent's gonna hit you in. The 3D works really well here because of the punches. Feels like you're really in the ring with these like robots. No, this is cool, man. This is a cool one so far. Definitely one of the cooler titles on the Virtual Boy. This is actually pretty tough though. Definitely a learning curve here. But with like a lot of these games, you're definitely playing them for a lot longer and you're kind of figuring it out as you play. So they're meant to challenge you so you can get quite a bit of time out of this game. So real quick, I asked my girlfriend Jessa to give it a shot and I wanted to get her initial impressions here on video. Then Joy-Cons are on your left and right. Yep, there you go. So
why is it all red?
So the Virtual Boy is all red. That's how they made it, was all red.
This is kind of scary.
Why is it scary?
There's things flying at me. There's a bomb swinging around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I see now. Well, I'm on the other side of the world now.
I think you've played more than I have of Wario at this point.
Oh, it hit me. I died again. Oh, I died. I just shot all the way over.
Welcome to 1995.
Stupid.
All right, what do you think?
It's really bright.
It happened to me too.
It was fun. Why does he look like a devil?
Wario?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wario always looks angry. Would you play this again? You don't think you would?
No, probably not.
Would you pay $100 for this? No, but you wouldn't pay for half of the stuff that I have in this office. Yeah, so the Virtual Boy, I enjoy it so far. I think this is definitely going to sit on my shelf though for a while. When a new game comes out, I'll probably jump into it, but it's gonna be something like this where I just jump in for a couple of minutes. I don't foresee myself jumping in for more than, you know, for an hour at a time for these games. I think it's gonna be cool to show to people that come over, and for the people that never have played the Virtual Boy, my friends, people my age who kind of skipped out on that generation of gaming, to give them a taste of what the Virtual Boy was like. And this is like a one-to-one replica, just with new software, playing the games, and obviously you have new hardware as the controller. But this is really cool. I wish that it came with a controller like it used to back in the day, and maybe that's a peripheral that they're going to release at another point. But for right now, this is a cool addition to my Nintendo collection. I don't know who this is for really, though. I think it's going to be a niche select number of gamers that are going to be picking these up. I think, you know, mostly it's meant for Nintendo fanboys like myself that are going to be picking this up. I don't see them selling more than what, like 25,000, 30,000 units of this, maybe more, but you know, this is for your extreme Nintendo fan. And then you have to have Nintendo Online to play this, so that's an extra fee. So there's a lot of steps for you to be eligible to even play this. And I think for kids, it's the novelty is nice, but I don't think there's a lot of juice here for them to be hooked, right? And especially with the titles that are out right now, Wario Land being the best one. You've got the Galaxy Pinball, which is probably my number 2, and Teleroboxer, which I think is you know, fun for quite a little while, but the rest of the titles aren't that great. You know, I'm really surprised this didn't launch with more titles, if not all of them. I get they have to put something out to excite more people. It's part of Nintendo Directs, that makes sense. But I think putting a couple of other big titles like Mario Tennis, which I thought was on here already, would be more enticing for people to purchase the Virtual Boy right now, because they're shipping now. Yeah, overall, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this on my shelf. It's pretty bulky, it's big, but I enjoy it for what it is. I'm glad I bought one, for at least for me to test it, to show off to people, and for me to have a piece of Nintendo history on my shelf. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Tell me what you think of the Virtual Boy. Did you pick one up? What's your favorite Virtual Boy title? If you've played one, or one that might be coming out, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, we're back in the 90s, baby, and I don't think we're leaving anytime soon. And remember, guys, be kind, play on. I'll see you in the next video.